Hello, my name is Jose Eduardo and I'm going to talk about the Mission 1 and some videos to explain how works these different codes like recursion. In this case, I have a function of factorial, a function for Fibonacci, and a function that print Fibonacci. Then I have a void version for function that is recursion. In this case, is the main, but we see later why I put in a void function. For example, in the first factorial is the multiplication of associative numbers successive, and there is going decreasing. For example, 5 multiplied 4 multiplied 3 multiplied 2 multiplied 1, and there is the factorial of 5. First, I check if it's more than 1, and if more than 1 returns 1, and then if it is bigger than 1, we multiply the n value to the factorial n minus 1. Then I have Fibonacci. If the number it's smaller than 2, equal or smaller than 2, then return 1, and then if it's not, you can add the numbers like n minus 1 and n minus 2. There is practically the thing, and then I make the recursive printing to print Fibonacci at the same time we are calling, and this is the function. I print here the number of Fibonacci, for example, in this case 1, and then if it's up to 2, then I print the n minus, and there is going to double recursion about that. Then we have this code, this source code. Then you can see that I have 4 different functions, and then I have a void matrix that in this case is the main. First, I have the get matrix that is to simplify the scan of the different variables. Second one, I have the sum mat to add the values of the positions and create a new matrix, and then the same but with a minus, subtract the values of the same position, and then I have the multiplication that it's basically multiplied the columns to the rows. For example, in the first column, I multiply the first value with the first value of the row, and then is the second value of the column with the second value of the column and the row, and the third value of the column and the third value of the row. And you add all these values, and you have the first digit of the matrix, and there is in the position 0, 0. Then we have the Mission 0. The Mission 0 was to create a structure of agent that have a structure inside that is a asset assignment. Then I have a print 0 function to print all the names of the agent I was selected. For example, if I have a menu to enter an option you want, and there is 2 options. No, really it's 3 options, but only 2 give you stay in the same program. For example, add up agent that is here. For example, this is the case. You scan the name of. We are going to add in the. You are going to. Well, first I create a array of a structure of agents, and in the position that I'm going to create is I'm going to add in this position the name of the agent. Then if I want to, then I'm implementing the find, like a simple iterative find to find uh, the mission inside of the array of objects and display you the old names and the old assigned agents, for example. Then we have the Mission1 that it's about really make functions with, for example, display unint as a chart and unint as a int, and then you need to create an array of charts and make a display chart as a int and a chart as a chart. The difference between a int into a chart is that you display the same value, you don't change it. But when you change the chart to int, you display the ASCII code, and there is some interesting because don't affects with this data. There is an important thing that you need to add a 0 to convert into int as a chart, because it's more easy that way. They might create a mission menu that I have to show a display menu or show a mission 0 menu. There is the option, and there is why I have the void function besides the int main. For example, I have this and I have this, and if you want I can go to this, and this is more easy to create. There is the easy way to create a make file that run all the code, but there is included in the menu, and this way I don't need to create executable to or a doc o for these two docc documents, and only create executable and a doc o for this one. There is a main, and there is I'm going to run this. For first I make to do the make to run this file, and there sorry, is make miss, and there is a problem. Is sorry, because I don't modify any about the other problems. You can see that the make is update, and I now have to run again, and then I need to run this make miss that is executable of all the programs I have inside. And there is, for example, show the menu, and I put 0, and there is to display the integers as a chart as an int, and there is display the charts as an int and a chart as a chart. I think this is all. And maybe I need to run matrix if you want to see this. I think there is no matrix. I need to run again. For example, I have really have a video of this. There is no important thing. I explain the most powerful thing, and I think it's all. Thank you for your time.